that exhibit those behaviors to still be out in public?
Because kids do that naturally. What are you talking about?
So kids naturally hit everyone, scream at everything, steal everything, break everything, trespass everywhere, be disrespectful all the time on a daily basis?
Yes, because they don't understand like social, like how to.
Just be quiet, bro. Just be quiet. You've never been around a kid. You probably never been around a good child before. Because not every single child does this.
Oh, we're back again. Lovely.
Because you're the next one that was been up, unfortunately.
Yes, I love how you think that parents are the only authority figures in a child's life. Like,
I mean, they're not.
No one else. Let's think about this. How about teachers? Perhaps other relatives, like aunts, uncles, grandparents? You familiar with the concept of family?
But that's not their duty.
Still, like, the parents have most of the responsibility falls on them. But still,
I'm only talking about them.
that it's entirely up. It doesn't mean that they're 100% the only influence a child has.
We're not talking about influence. We're talking about duties. Right and wrong. Okay? If a child that goes missing in a forest, are you going to blame the teachers, the aunts, the uncles, the grandparents? Or are you going to blame the parents?
I'm going to blame whoever's supervising the child.
Which would be the parents, because the child lives with the parents.
Okay, in this scenario, if the child was going out with parents, then I would blame the parents for not supervising their child.
Okay,
if the child was going out on a school trip or something, I would blame the teacher or whoever is in charge of the children, because it is their responsibility to look after the child in that scenario.
Okay, and if a kid buys a gun and do something to a school, who are you blaming?
The kid.
All right. So if you can blame the kid in that instance, but you can't blame the kid when it's exhibiting these behaviors and then affecting other people.
What do you want the mom to do? What do you want the parents to do? Get shot?
By who? What are you talking about?
The kid who bought a gun.
No, I would blame the kid.
Yes, thank you. Welcome to my side.
Anyways, so the kid can know right from wrong. Okay? The parent can teach some manners, because that's their job.
In the United States, the legal age to buy a gun is at least 14. In this scenario, I'm assuming it's like a young child.
It's a child under 17.
Oh, so that's like... once you're a teenager, you've had, plenty of world experience. At that point, it's just on you.
But guess what? Their frontal lobe is not developed, so they must not know everything, right?
The teenage years are the years you actually start to learn, the proper societal
Yeah, but you don't know everything at the age 14.
Start having to think about what your place in society is going to be, what you want to do.
Not at 14 years old.
Yes, at 14 years old.
You might be hitting puberty at that time.
Well, yes, that's when you start becoming...
Yeah, but you don't know everything at 14. Neither as you would 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
Yeah,
They're all minors.
You don't know everything.
One might know more than the other because of their age. But that doesn't mean... No, you can go. That doesn't mean that they can't comprehend right from wrong. A 3-year-old can know right from wrong, and so on and so forth. If they can understand right from wrong, why are you not telling them they're in the wrong? Why are you not disciplining your child if they're in the wrong? And they know that they're in the wrong too. I had many 8-year-olds and 4-year-olds come up here and say, I know what bad is. They know what it is. Stop acting like they don't.
By the way, it's both trespassing and unlawful already.
Yeah, because it's not allowing me to put that up there.
So exactly what do you mean by kids don't need to be brought in public?
Can you read the description?
Hitting, that's usually caused by what they see. Because they usually take off what their parents do or what they see on TV, screaming.
I don't care where they see it from. I don't really give one.
It depends from, well, if they're having a tantrum, that won't be illegal. Screaming, stealing, that's more of a 13-year-old thing. Plus, if it was a young child, the parents will probably return the item. Breaking stuff, and kind of in the middle of hitting. Trespassing depends. It only depends on where you're going, but usually isn't that big of a deal, especially with certain.
I don't really care your explanation. I just wanted you to read the description.
Disrespectful. They haven't really learned respect yet. I just answered about every single question.
I didn't ask you to answer every single question because I didn't even ask you one.
Okay. Ask me your question.
So, a kid that exhibits all those behaviors,
yes,
any type of discipline is not going to work. So, telling them no is not going to work, okay? Hitting them is not going to work. You need to up your step, okay? If they go out in public, they're going to affect other people. It may affect other kids to do the same things they're influencing. There's no one's else responsibility to deal or discipline with your child besides the parent, the one who brought it in the world in the beginning. So why do you feel like it's appropriate? Here's the question. Why do you feel like it's appropriate still, after all those reasons, why that kid should be out and about in public?
How old is the child in this scenario?
It can be between the ages of 3 and 17.
Okay, 3 and 17. Okay, and just like a summary, because I wasn't listening all the way, what did you say?
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I just want to say how bird-minded brain you are. And this must be from some personal experience you have.
Look around, everybody on mute. You silly goobers forget that I am the host. I am the moderator of my own game. Well, not my own game, my own server. So if you choose to be disrespectful and waste your breath, you're going to get banned instantly. I don't really care what you think of me. And I wish I can say what I think of you, but guess what? I'll get banned.
All right. Hello. Okay. So I know I heard something about it when I first joined, but I just want to know. So by kids, like what age group are we including here?
3 to 17.
3 to 17. So by not being in public, you mean just like no outside contact?
No being outside.
No being outside. Are we including being in like cars or something?
No being outside.
No being outside. Okay. So are you just specifying that you want every kid to be homeschooled because they can't travel to school with us?
Can you read the description?
No, that's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about how if they can't go outside, how are they going to travel to school?
You said all, and my description says most, not all.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about. I'm trying to.
That's what you said. I'm trying to clear that up.
Okay, well, thank you for clearing it up, but I'm trying to ask you, how are kids going to be transported to school?
So if a kid is doing this, they probably shouldn't be going to in-person school. They should go on online school.
So breaking what? Question.
Literally anything.
So anything. A ball on the side of the street?
That would be state damage. The parent might get charged.
The parent might get so The state is leaving a basketball on the side of a road.
Well, you said in the street, so I thought it was state property.
A street and a road is the same thing. Do you not know that?
That's why I said it.
Yeah, on the side of the street and a road is the same exact thing.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I actually am.
Okay.
Yeah, so just a random basketball on the side of the street, they break that and they can't even go outside.
No, because why would they do that? What's wrong with you? Why are you just breaking stuff?
What if it's an accident?
If it's an accident, it's an accident. People won't get mad over an accident unless you do it over and over again, because that don't look like an accident, right?
So are you saying that if it is an accident, no matter what, they should not be allowed outside, or no?
If it's an accident that doesn't happen on a daily basis, they can go outside. But if that's not all I'm saying, though.
So you also said that if it's repeated, then it should. So does it only have to be repeated? Because it just says breaking. It doesn't say a repeated breaking or something.
Look at the bottom of the description.
On a daily basis.
There you go.
Also, disrespectful to who for a second?
It can literally be anything or anyone.
So what if they had a valid reason to be disrespectful to that person, no matter what on a daily basis or not?
Then that wouldn't be disrespect. That would be defending yourself.
Disrespect.
But if it's on a daily basis,
disrespect. It still counts as disrespect, defending yourself or not.
It's not called. You know what? I don't know what you're getting at. I really don't.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to ask. I'm trying to ask if it's just like random disrespect.
I don't know what you're getting at. I know what you're asking. I don't know what you're getting at.
Why should they not be allowed outside?
If they exhibit those behaviors.
So being disrespectful to a random person for a valid reason doesn't count as defense. They shouldn't be allowed outside.
If it doesn't, no.
If it doesn't, okay. If it does count as defense, what about that?
If it doesn't count as defense, no.
I said does. If it does.
I'm telling you, if they're doing it, right, and it doesn't, and it's not
this. What I'm asking. You're not.
I'm telling you what I already answered in a different phrase.
You're not answering my question, though. Isn't that kind of?
I just did in the other question. You flipped away the question. It's literally answers the other question.
Does.
So if it does what?
If it does count as defense.
Then if it's not on a repeated basis, then they should be on.
So you're saying that if you're defending themselves on a daily basis, they shouldn't be allowed outside?
Why are they defending themselves on a daily basis? What are they doing?
Maybe they're just a hated person all around.
Okay, but that had to cause something. So why would a child be a hated person on a daily?
Child can be anything. You can be 16 and hated. You can be 17 and
for no reason.
You can be 14 and hated.
For no reason.
For no reason. It can be anything that's not on here.
So can you tell me what would this reason be, Mr. Hypothetical?
You can be hated for any reason.
Can you tell me?
Imagine a false accusation gets you hated. Like
1, 2, 3. Goodbye. Hello.
Could you explain your reasoning?
So most kids don't deserve to be in public. because of the behavior that's in the description. If they do all those behaviors on a daily basis, it shows that they would do that to other people and affect other people. And it might look worse if they're doing it to other people than if they do it to the parent. Like, they might get arrested, they might get in fights. So it would be much better if you just discipline your child in their own home until they learn how to behave.
Okay, I agree with you, but I also don't, because, like, how are they gonna go outside if they don't have, like, a backyard? Because, like, what if they're in a small space with, like, a horrible home? Like, how are they gonna be able to go outside at all? Like, are they gonna be able to just stay in their room? Is that it?
First of all, did you just ask me how would they be going to go out? Can you please stop with the echoey?
Sorry, hold on, let me move to a different area.
I said, did you just ask me how they're going to go out in public with no backyard?
No.
You did. You did ask me that.
I asked you, how are they going to be able to go outside and play with other kids? Are they just going to be, like, with their family alone?
Why should they be rewarded? But that's not right. Why would they be rewarded to play with their friends if they're acting like what's in the description?
Wouldn't that make them even worse? Because if they're neglected, then how are they?
Why would I argue that? That doesn't make any sense. Why would I say the child needs to be neglected? Oh my god. Oh my god. These people are sick. You honestly think I'm saying the child needs to be neglected? What is wrong with you? Hello, John.
So what are we saying?
You joined. Do you know why you joined?
Yeah. Here, I'm just gonna go off. Oh my god. So are you saying that we should just keep children in the house like a dog? You would keep a dog in the cage. Is that what you're saying?
This has nothing to do with no type of animal or dog.
Sorry, Mike. What did you say?
This had nothing to do with any dog or animal or cage. I don't know why you bring that up.
It's an analogy. You're basically saying that we should keep them in the house just like you would a dog. In fact,
why would you keep a dog in a cage?
Even if you were to bring dogs in public too. Like, you go take them out for walks. You're just saying that kids don't belong in public.
You see, I don't like to compare children to dogs, but if you want to go there, if you want to go there, why would you put a dog in a cage? What's the reason for that?
I said a dog in a cage or a house. It doesn't really matter. You can take your pick on the analogy.
No, I'm asking you, why would you put a dog in a cage for?
I personally wouldn't, but I'm just saying you're saying
why do people put dogs in the cage?
To contain them.
For?
I don't have a dog.
If they're being bad, if they poop everywhere, and if they pee.
No,
that's why they would keep them in a cage.
So that they don't like mess everything up, or they don't.
Isn't that being bad? Didn't I just say that?
No, it's being a dog.
Okay, no, being a dog isn't just ripping up and peeing and pooping everywhere. That's not what just being a dog is.
Why are you
because you just said that, that's being a dog. I said that the reason why dogs are put in cages is because they be bad and poop and pee everywhere. So this is, you actually could compare this to a child.
There's people,
why would you stop talking? Why would you reward a child with going and talking to their friends, hanging out, going to nice places, if they're hitting, screaming, stealing, breaking, trespassing, and being disrespectful on a daily basis? Why would you continue to let them out in those spaces?
Hold on a second. Wait. Let me check something.
Okay.
Sorry, just went to look outside. It was not a full moon. So, anyway,
Wait,
you
why
would
did you excuse me, what did you just do?
what?
What did you just do?
What?
Did you just neglect everything I was saying to you to look outside your window to look at to see if it's a full moon? Are you serious?
No.
Are you literally serious right now?
No.
No, that's what you just did. What is wrong with these people? This is literally sick, honestly. You interrupt the conversation just to look out your side to see if there's a full moon or not. Are you serious? I'm thinking you have to use the bathroom or something. Hello.
All right. What's up? But that last dude was meaning to call you a wolf. That's why you checked to go see if there was a full moon.
What? I don't think so. I think it's because he's like not right in the head.
All right, so people can't check the moons anymore. Okay.
When you're having a conversation with somebody and you interrupt just to look outside your window, that's weird.
How is it weird for checking outside a window?
Okay, I guess you just went out one ear and then into your like eyes or something. I don't understand.
No, both my ears are in my headphones.
Yeah, you just choose not to listen, I guess.
I'm listening to your voice right now.
So why did you choose to come up
here?
here?
Talk about the debate. Right. I want to talk about the whole keeping dogs in cages thing last time, right? Same thing that he said. Why keep a kid in the house like keeping a dog in a cage?
Did you not hear what I was saying to the other guy?
Yeah, you're talking about how if the dog has bad behaviors, but normally, like when I used to have a dog, we didn't put him in a cage.
We're not talking about your experiences only. We're combining everyone else's.
Also, my experience from other people's dogs, they had pretty good dogs. They just kept them in cages, so that way they can stay secluded in one area.
Okay, did you ever bother to ask why they did this, or you just simply didn't care?
I know they have a good dog, and when I did
have you ever asked?
They had a good dog. Yeah, I just said that I did. Right now, yes, I've asked, and they've said it's a good dog. They just want to keep them secluded in a place.
You don't ever keep a good dog in a cage, so they were lying to you.
No, they weren't lying to me because I know that they have a good dog.
Okay, actually, let's hold on. Let's look this up. Hold on. Why do people keep their dogs in the cage?
Just to.
This is what it says. Hey, you're not Google. This is what it says. People keep their dog in cages to provide a safe den and prevent destructive chewing and assist with house training.
Yeah,
safety, house training.
Right, so notice how some of those don't include bad behaviors.
It literally says to prevent destructive chewing. That is a bad behavior.
But that was and what are the other things?
So there's all these different ones, the main reasons?
So are you saying destructive chewing is the main reason?
No, there's a bunch of reasons. You want me to read it to you?
Read the first five.
So this one says safety and protection, stops dogs from chewing dangerous items like electric cords, swallowing harmful objects, or hurting themselves when left alone. Then the next says house training. It helps train puppies because dogs naturally try to keep their sleeping areas clean. So that means they pee and poop. And then the next one says a safe den gives the dogs a quiet private spot to rest while they feel calm and secure. Then the next one says travel and vet visits. You probably know what that means. And then the last one says not a jail, a crate. What?
Yeah. So right, part of those didn't include bad behavior. The thing that you said about dogs,
He literally did. What is he talking about?
Part of those didn't include bad behavior.
So the safing and protection, stopping dogs from chewing dangerous electrical cords.
I said some of those.
No, it's most of them.
Most of them, but some of them don't.
Most of them was
Also,
because
some
of
of them
harmful
aren't
things.
the dog's fault. Some of them aren't even
If the dog chews,
Right,
if the
but
dog
the thing is,
chews stuff,
if the dog chews on something, the dog doesn't know.
if the puppy constantly pees and poop, how is that not the dog's fault?
One, you don't bring your dog in a cage. You take the dog outside for that. Also, the whole chewing on stuff, the dog gets curious. You know what curiosity is?
Guess what? Curiosity killed the cat. So if kids don't belong in public, should they stay in the house and basically be isolated? Yes.
What? No. Do you think it would be good for a kid to sit at home all day and sit on an iPad all day?
No one said about the iPad.
What?
Nobody said about the iPad.
Okay, why do you not think that kids should not be in public?
So if you actually read the description, the 6 minutes that you were here, if they exhibit those behaviors, they're going to, one, affect other people, affect other kids, and possibly add a charge to their parents' record because of their behavior, right? So taking the child away, telling the child you did something wrong, taking away their tablet, their TV, saying them to sit in the room until you learn how to behave. And if the child comes to you, which eventually that will happen, and say, Mom, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this, and I will change, and you see change happening, then the child can be let out. But if they don't, and they continue to do the same thing in their house, then why in the world would they be out in public?
Because every kid deserves to be in public.
Every kid does not deserve to be in public. That's wrong.
Yes, they do. Like, keeping them isolated is not good for any kid. They deserve to lose.
Have you heard of timeout?
Yeah.
Have you heard of being grounded?
Yeah.
What does that consist of?
Being bad, I guess. Oh.
No, what happens when you're grounded and you sit in timeout? What things happen?
Get something taken away.
Okay, and what else?
Tell me. Educate me.
You stay in your room.
Yeah.
You're being isolated. So what's not wrong with being grounded and sitting in timeout, but what I'm saying is completely wrong and just terrible?
I mean, you know what? I don't even know what to say.
Exactly. Goodbye. Just being clueless. I'm sick of this clueless behavior. Y'all need to get help. Hello.
So, I just want like context. What specific section of kids are you talking about? Like, are you talking about toddlers, infants? Like, what are you talking about?
All kids can exhibit these behaviors, but the ones that will get an understanding of right and wrong would be 3 to 17.
With 3 to 7?
Teen.
Okay, so 3 to 17. So
Yeah.
So you think they have to be in the house all day until they
Who
learn?
said all day?
I don't know. That's basically what isolation is. You just stay away from humanity and all that.
No one talked about isolation. You did.
Okay, so what are we talking about then?
We weren't talking about nothing. You came up here saying I'm talking about isolation, but that's not what I said whatsoever.
I didn't say it was. I was talking about is that basically isolation? Like they don't deserve to be in the public. That's basically being away from humanity and socializing with
No,
other
they would still be in their house with other people. So how is you're being away from humanity?
because they're not necessarily socializing.
So I'm sitting in my room right now. Am I being isolated because there's nobody else in my room? No, I'm not.
You're alone. That's
Just because I'm alone doesn't mean I'm isolated.
you know what? Forget about everything I said. Just tell me.
I will
why-
gladly.
Just tell me why you think they should not be in the public. Just tell me why.
So if you read the description, the longest that you've been here, and they exhibit those behaviors on a daily basis, and they be out in public, for one, it will affect other people who didn't choose to have that child. For two, it will affect other kids to do what this kid is doing. And three, it might add a criminal charge on the parent's record because of the child stealing and breaking stuff.
So you think they don't deserve to be outside because of certain inconveniences that can be easily handled?
So can you easily handle a hitting child?
Yes.
Can you
Very
easily handle a screaming child?
Yes.
Can you easily handle a stealing child?
Yes.
Can you easily handle a child that frequently breaks things?
Yes. All of this you list down right here: hitting, screaming, stealing, breaking, trespass, disrespectful. All these can really be handled with the right amount of discipline.
What discipline would that be?
What discipline would that be? Definitely not hitting them with a belt. That'll cause negative circumstances.
We're not talking about what things you wouldn't use. We're talking about things that would help.
We're talking about discipline. That's what we're talking about, right?
No, I asked you what kind of discipline would you use?
Oh, okay. So first off, I'll tell them why this isn't correct. We're going to use calm behavior. As much as that sounds like gentle parenting, but sure, I would just gently tell the child why this is wrong and why they shouldn't do this. And if they don't learn, they'll have to have like a couple minutes of timeout. Anything that'll work. I don't necessarily study discipline that much, but I know there's disciplinary things out there that can make the child think, like actually put them in the mindset of why this is wrong and why they can't do it again. Understand?
So you think talking to the child that exhibits these behaviors is going to work?
Not just talking. I'm not just talking. I said other disciplinary things. I just told you I don't necessarily study disciplinary methods that much because I'm not really. Hi, guys. Love you. Sorry.